Hi. Whoa. Hi, everybody. Hi, Courtney. So, I'm at my house. I got a new backdrop. It was $9.99. It was $9.99 because it's like, can I zoom out? It's more narrow, but like perfect for this, right? Isn't it pretty? Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 live videos. This one's gonna be just skincare talk, and then my next one's gonna be makeup. Hi, everybody. Let me put my hair back. I'm gonna try as best I can to go over what I consider necessities for your skin. And as you get older, the necessities for your skin's list is gonna get bigger. So, to start, I have combination skin, and necessity number 1 is a cleanser. Super important. If you don't wash your face, you need to start washing your face, and not with soap in the shower. The soap that you use on your body is not meant for your face. Different skin. So I use Dream Clean for my skin. I have like combination skin. I've had acne most of my life, so this is what is recommended for that skin. Dream Clean. For combination skin, I could potentially use our Dream Clean and our Quench Cleanse, which I don't have. I want it because they do recommend to do the Quench Cleanse just a little, I guess, a little harsher. Neither of them are really harsh, but the Quench Cleanse is recommended for the morning for combination skin. And then if you have like dry skin, or you don't have acne prone skin, or like more mature skin, is Quench Cleanse is the way to go as far as cleansers go. But a cleanser is a necessity. A good cleanser. Not a crappy cleanser, and not a bar of soap. Number 1. So, and I'm just going to go over some of the pricing as best I can. The Quench Cleanse by itself is, well, either cleanser by itself is $26. And at the end, I'll kind of give you some collections of what you could do as far as face care goes. So obviously, I've already washed my face. I just got out of the shower. So I've already used my cleanser. For combination skin, and truly, I think for any skin, but importantly, combination skin and dry skin. Skin polish, which is unfortunately out of stock, but I will let you know when it's back in stock because this is a must-have. Like this stuff, number 1, it smells amazing. Its predominant ingredient is lemon. It's seriously like, oh my gosh, I could just sniff it all day. But lemon in itself cleans your pores. It really gets deep down in your pores. But this cool thing about skin polish, it has jojoba beads in it, which exfoliate your skin. And then it's, when you leave it on for like, say, 10 minutes or so, it becomes a moisture mask too. So especially good for mature skin, dry skin, and combination skin. Mature skin, a necessity. People my age, I consider a necessity, but maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you would just want the cleanser and the moisturizer. But I'm actually going to put some skin polish on. As some of you may know, I had an allergic reaction. I think it was an allergic reaction. I've been to the doctor and they don't know what it was. It's starting to clear up. I think I've narrowed it down to the dryer sheets. We have stopped using the dryer sheets that I got, which are probably full of chemicals. And so far it's healing up. So I have been putting this skin polish on the part that I thought was an allergic reaction. Hi, everybody. I love it when guys get on my videos. It makes me so excited. I don't know why. So I'm doing skin polish, and obviously through a video you can't see or feel, but it feels amazing. It's got these little beads. They're jojoba beads. Jojoba you could get as an oil. It's really great for your skin. But on the skin polish, what it's doing is getting rid of all your dead cells. And the older you get, the more you need to get rid of those dead cells. And restoring your skin to give you fresh new cells. When you get it off, your skin feels like a baby's bottom. It's so smooth. So I'm literally going to put this on and keep it on while I talk about some other stuff. Is it not amazing, Amanda? Like, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I'm so sad it's out of stock because I think every home should have it. I'm obsessed. They say to do it once or twice a week. I probably do it 4 times a week. I'm obsessed with it. But it's honestly helped with this a little allergic reaction. Like, truly, that I think is what's helping get rid of it. It's getting rid of all the, I mean, it's dead skin cells that are from a rash, I guess. I don't like talking about rashes, so we're just going to move on. I've never had a rash or an allergic reaction to anything except for nickel. And I don't use nickel in any of my jewelry. But that's the only thing I know I'm allergic to. I've never had any allergies to any fragrances. This is the first time, I think, ever that I've responded to something. And it's not fun. Okay, so while I have the skin polish on, so what I did, I exfoliated my skin with a skin polish. All those little beads, I just rubbed around and really got into my skin. And now I'm going to let it sit. And by sitting on my face, it's creating a nice moisture mask for my skin. And then the lemon that's in the product is really getting down in my pores and cleaning my pores. So, moving on. Now this, well, not moving on. The skin polish by itself, skin polish is $38. That price might scare you, but I've had this for 2.5 months. I've used it sometimes 4 times a week. And look how little I've used. I literally have like this far down to go. I mean, this thing could probably last me like 7 months. No joke. If I continue doing it 4 times a week, maybe 6 total months. But $38 over a course of 6 total months, okay, duh, it's worth it. So so this is definitely for mature, older skin, definitely a necessity. For combination skin, I consider it a necessity. I have found that it works very well for my skin, but you may not at first have the money to purchase everything I'm going to talk to you about. So, I feel like an exfoliator of some sort is a necessity. The other option as far as exfoliants go is Mask of Zen. So the difference between the two, the skin polish, now these could be for combination skin, both of these are recommended. For more mature, older skin, or dry skin, you probably just need the skin polish. For those that are like teenage years or acne prone skin or very oily skin, Mask of Zen. It's a clay base, and it also has like little exfoliant particles in it, which I'm retarded and I don't remember what they are. I think it's cinnamon bark, and then tea tree oil, which everybody knows. Like, I'm obsessed with tea tree oil. I use it every day. So Mask of Zen, what you would do with it, typically at nighttime, you would cleanse your face with if you have acne prone skin, with your Dream Clean. If you have combination skin, with your Dream Clean. Then you would exfoliate. You would rub this in really good like I did with the skin polish. Keep it on about 10 to 15 minutes and then wipe it off with a wet cloth. What this is going to do is also clean your pores. The tea tree oil is amazing for clearing up acne. Like, I talk about nothing else than tea tree oil for acne prone skin. And then it's just going to be a good exfoliant to get rid of all that dead skin cells as well. And then next necessity is a moisturizer for sure. If I had to tell you 2 things, it would be a cleanser and a moisturizer. If that's as much as you can spend, I highly recommend getting a good cleanser and a good moisturizer. Whether you have oily skin or not, you still need to moisturize your skin. Oftentimes people have oily skin because they don't moisturize. Your body starts producing oil because it feels like it needs oil because you don't put anything on it. So, we have 2 moisturizers. For acne prone skin and very oily skin, we have Calm Balm. It's an aloe based moisturizer, super lightweight, smells good, feels great. And with acne prone skin, that's really going to like minimize your blemishes. That's why it's called Calm Balm, I assume, because it's like going to calm your face down. And then for more mature skin, combination skin, and dry skin, you're going to want the Skin Therapist moisturizer. Our moisturizers are $26 individually by themselves. At the end, I'll tell you about a collection for each of them. As far as if you have acne prone skin or if you have oily skin, In addition to all of these amazing LimeLight products, I highly, 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 highly recommend tea tree oil. I would research your oils because all of them are not created equal. I choose Young Living oils. I choose this tea tree oil. But I would highly recommend it. It is in the Mask of Zen. So, you know, if you have Mask of Zen, you have tea tree oil at your hands. This could be for spot treatments. If you have a blemish, you don't have to put it on as a mask. You can just put it on as a blemish spot treatment. But if you are not able to get Mask of Zen, or you feel like you don't have the time to do it, or whatever your reasoning is, I would get a tea tree oil at the minimum. Okay, so and you can see like my skin polish is like drying up clear. The Mask of Zen does the same thing. It starts out like a clay, like I'll show you the color of it. It starts out as a clay color, and then as it dries, it becomes clear, which I love that about both of these products, because you can fall asleep and, you know, you'll have like little flakes here and there from the mask part of it, but it's not gonna like dye your pillowcases like a lot of acne treatment. I don't know if you, I mean, I've tried everything in the books. Those medicated treatments for acne usually like bleach your towels, they bleach your pillowcases, like that's what they like ruin the cloth. So this is something that's not going to happen with the Mask of Zen. So let's stop there and kind of go over what I just went over. As far as skin types go, you need to first know what kind of skin type you have. You either have like oily skin, sun damaged skin, which tends to be like a combination skin. Typically people who have like sun damaged skin will have kind of maybe dry spots here and there, but then create oil other places. So that's called combination skin. You'll have acne prone skin. That's typically like pretty much, I think most people in their teenage years are acne prone. Some people are really oily, and because they're so oily, they are acne prone, or just plain out oily skin is another like category. And then you have your older aged women, more mature skin, or younger age women who have really dry skin. You're going to treat those similarly. So necessities as they go. For dry skin, mature skin, or combination skin, you'll want at minimum, you want a good cleanser and a good skin moisturizer. That would be the Quench Cleanse and the Skin Therapist. You can get individually. Quench Cleanse is $26, individually Skin Therapist $26. The combination is $44. So you save a little bit by getting a collection. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I consider skin polish a necessity. So for both of those types of skin, I recommend getting skin polish. I am highly doubting that you'll disagree when you get it. It's amazing. Unfortunately, it is out of stock right now, but if and when it comes back into stock, which it will, I will let y'all know. The combination, and remember, skin polish by itself is $38. But by getting all three things, it's $78. So for that collection, it's called the Quench Therapist Collection, and it's $78. And keep in mind, those things are going to last you, like, I mean, I said, I've been using all these products for over 2.5 months, and not one of them has run out. My skin polish is like, almost doesn't even look like it's been used yet, and I've used it a lot. So these things are going to really last longer than most of your products. You only need like a few squirts of anything that I've ever tried. So moving on to the oily skin, combination skin, acne prone skin, and extremely sun damaged skin. Depending on your age, you may need a combination of the two collections. And I have combination skin. Typically combination skin, you're going to have to do more products. That's just how it is. So for combination skin, it's recommended to use both collections, because during the morning time, you'll use something differently than at nighttime. And we can talk about that individually off this video, so I'm not going forever and ever. But as far as like the acne prone and combination and oily, then you would move into the Dream Balm collection. At minimum, Dream Clean Cleanser and Calm Balm Moisturizer. And those are individually $26, together $44. And then my recommendation would be, especially for those with really acne prone skin, the Mask of Zen, which is individually $38. The collection of all three is $78. So, I'm going to wash off my skin polish. I don't really know who all's still tuning in, but I'm just going to keep on talking. And I already wet this towel before the video. Like, ugh, I can already feel my skin feeling like 10 times better. I've always been like a skincare girl. Let's talk about that for a second. I've tried the Clinique systems. I've tried Merle Norman systems. I've tried medicated prescriptions when I was younger. I've tried Rodin and Fields. I've tried like all natural things in the drugstores. I've tried Young Living. I like Young Living. I still use some of it. But as far as comparing all those things, I have never had better skin than I have right now. If you could see me in person, you would probably think the same, because my skin looks way better than it's ever looked using all these LimeLight products. Like, I cannot talk more about it. I'm not an esthetician, but we have estheticians that are beauty guides, and I feel like all of the things that they have access to, and they choose LimeLight as their skincare products, and they believe in these products, they work, okay? I'm going to not go on a sales pitch kind of tangent, because that's not what I do, but I'm telling you all, this stuff is amazing. Okay, so those are like the minimal things, what I've already talked about. Like minimum. If I were, say, 25 and older, that's where we're going to go now. For a 25 and older, maybe 28 and older, if you have really great skin and good genes, I consider these two things necessities, okay? Necessities. Honestly, I almost consider these more important than a good moisturizer. Like, if I had to save some money somewhere, if you're having to like decide between things to spend money on, I would maybe get like a really good natural moisturizer from the drugstore that's like $15 and be able to put your money towards these things. Okay, so what is this? This is Sotox and One Drop Wonder. The Sotox is out of stock. It's never been out of stock since I've been in the company, but like I said, this stuff's amazing and people are buying it, and what can you do if people are buying it and they want it? Then it runs out. But Sotox rhymes with Botox, does similar things, and let me tell you my results so far personally. For a little over a month and a half, or maybe just about a month exactly, as far as like being adamant about it, I have been putting Sotox on my chest. Oh, I have all those little beads from my mask on my chest. I've been putting Sotox on my chest and on my face. How much? Literally a drop for each, okay? Like one squirt. I rub it on my chest, up into my neck. I'm sorry, I have beads everywhere. That's the one thing that mask does. So I spread that up into my neck. I do another one for my face. It was one squirt, okay? This stuff lasts a really long time because you don't need a lot. I try to go in an upward motion because gravity will take its toll over time. If your problem areas are like look, well, okay, this like 11 thing was horrible. Like, I have talked about that for like 2 years. Like, how I'm getting, like, I can tell I'm getting older simply because I have these horrible wrinkles in between my eyebrows. Like, I hated them. Like, seriously, I talked about it every day. If I was talking to my sister, I was like, why do we have to have these stupid wrinkles? They're so bad. I just now turned 30. They're going to be so ugly when I'm 40. But that, like, I almost have to, like, work to make it. Okay, it was almost like this. My resting face was getting like that. And now, like, you can barely see it. Seriously. Another thing is the fine lines under my eyes. This was getting pretty bad. Like, I had about probably about 5 lines. And it's been helping with that. I don't have like bags really at all anymore. And then some other things that you might use it for older people who have like the wrinkles that are starting to form around their lips. People have had amazing results from that. And then crow's feet, which I don't really have, luckily, much problem with that. My sister does though, and she's about to start using it on her little crow's feet. But this product, the Sotox, is made of a mushroom that relaxes your facial muscles. So it's preventing further wrinkling and damage, and it's over time improving the fine lines that have already come. As far as my chest goes, I don't even know if you can you see this ring? Like a month ago, I mean, that was a very definite line in my chest. It was like indented. And it's almost seriously invisible. Like it's almost completely gone. And I've been doing this in the morning and night for a month. So after my Sotox, I do the same thing with One Drop Wonder. Now, sometimes I'll just use, because this is not a cheap product. I'm going to give you, it's not a cheap product. It's an amazing product. That's why it costs a lot, but it is not cheap. I'm going to tell you the prices in a second. So I usually just do this for sure at night. And like if I'm having a day where I'm like, ugh, then I might do it both times. You push the button at the top and it sucks up oil into your little dropper. How cool is that? Now, I don't use all of that. I use like, I don't know if you can see, 1, 2 drops maybe on my chest. And this stuff will spread, so you want to start and just like start blending. And it helps, like, you know, women especially start getting these lines where your boobs are like causing these wrinkles because you're, you know, making that line, and it starts making lines up into here. And then like getting sunburns and stuff, that's helping with all that. Like my chest is so smooth right now compared to what it was. I'm not lying to you or just trying to sell this to you. Like I spend my own money on these things too. That's why I use it, because it's amazing. And as I rub, I'm going to get super blotchy. That's normal for me. Such is my life being a redhead. So because I've had this like little allergic reaction going on, I've been using a drop of this just on that area. And it totally cleared up about a week ago doing this. And then I think I just couldn't figure out what the problem was. So it came back. But typically I wouldn't just use that. And then like on my face, I do maybe 2 drops. I put it where that problem area is, in between my eyebrows, under my eyes. This is probably a little too much oil. Like I didn't need to do this much. And then I do it like in areas where I don't want wrinkles to form. And there you go. You just blend it. And you'll be surprised how much a little bit goes a long way. So what this will do over time, number one, it minimizes lines. I already told you that. Prevents further damage. And for those of you who have really large pores, who have acne or blackheads, over time this stuff is really going to minimize those things. I don't know if you can see on video. Can y'all see my pores? I used to have huge pores, especially right here. I mean, they were like getting huge. I already have a big nose, and then you add some big pores to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be one rough-looking 50-year-old. But you can barely, I mean, it's like probably cut my pores in half, I would say, in a month. So that is the 2, I mean, I guess technically they're extras. But like I said, if you had to choose between having certain products, Sotox and One Drop Wonder would be at the top of my list. I would try to find a good natural or like sensitive skin moisturizer that's less money and get these 2 products than not get these and just get the skincare in itself. And I don't know if that helps or not, but whatever. So the Sotox and One Drop Wonder, the Sotox by itself is $42. The One Drop Wonder by itself is $84. Don't let it scare you. I know it's a little bottle, but you don't need a lot. It's like a drop. The combination, if you get the Sotox and One Drop Wonder combo, is $112. So you end up saving, I think, like $12 by doing the, is that math right? Yeah. You end up saving $14 by doing the combo. And if you get these things, you'll be doing the cleanser, then the exfoliant of whatever you choose, whichever exfoliant you use, the moisturizer that you choose, and then, or like say you have Sotox, you'll do the Sotox, then the moisturizer, then the One Drop Wonder. So those are what I consider necessities, are all the things I've talked about. And if you have any questions about it, I have tried to post some like products of the day that have ingredient information, but feel free to message me separate from this video about your individual skin. Everyone has different skin, so it's really like a an individual basis that we would want to talk. Then just to add one thing to people who have dry skin or older skin, something that's really going to help with putting your makeup on smoothly and minimize your lines is, I mean, of course primer would minimize lines for everyone and help the makeup stay on, but must do. This, number one, it smells delicious. It's $28. It lasts, it's an oil as well, so you need like 1 or 2 squirts to get your whole face, but it's going to really get into your fine lines and help over time minimize the lines, but especially put your makeup on nice and smoothly and hopefully keep some of that makeup from like creasing in the lines. So $28, but I have all these things, I use all of them, I have combination skin, and I highly recommend every single thing that I just talked about. So that's all as far as skincare goes. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I was trying my best to make it not too long, but I just like talking about all this stuff. It's so amazing. Every single thing that I've tried, I'm like so obsessed with and so excited about. If and when I make it in this company, I'm going to be handing out this stuff to people for holidays, okay? Like, if you're my friend, you're going to get some of this for a holiday. That's what's going to happen because I just want everyone to use it. That's how much I love it. Okay, so that's the end of this. If you didn't catch anything, then go back and watch it. If you have questions about any of the skincare, please feel free to message me about anything, any questions. But skincare is super important. It's basically the foundation of making your skin look awesome in makeup. You can cover it up all you want, but until you like treat your skin right, your skin's gonna suck. Okay, I'm gonna be back in just a few minutes with a makeup video. Bye!